Girl, let me tell you and be that friend. Hey guys, it's your weird makeup artist friend Kat Sketch here again today to bring you not only a monthly favorites, speech, bring it to me at 2 in the morning. Today we are going to talk about not only monthly favorites, but stick around for the not so hots. Things that you should not waste your money on. Some of these products, I feel like these companies are trying to play us. Like, why? Why did you make this? It's so bad. But let's get on with the favorites first. We need to talk about the good news before I give you the bad news, because I'm gonna try to lay a little bed of feathers before I like push you over a little bit to the edge to like make you nervous. Cause some of these are so expensive. It's like, why'd you do this to me? So first of all, with the favorites, let's talk about lips. I feel like there's been so many good lip products this season because we're getting dry, crusty, it's getting cold, our skin's cracking, unless you're just me or a lizard person like me. My skin is so dry to begin with, and when it comes around the wintertime, my hands start to crack. They get so dry from the cold. It's disturbing. So what I do to stop the cracked lips, I exfoliate it a little bit with a sugar scrub, and then I put a lip balm on. There have been such great lip balms. I need to talk about, first of all, the one that came in the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collab that looks like a bullet. This root beer lip balm. This is so good. I am not a fan of root beer, but the consistency of this, Shane knew what he was doing. It's like buttery, but it's not like, you know how sometimes lip balms feels like you're putting on butter or Crisco on your lips? It has this weird consistency that's like thick, sticky, almost like a super thick lotion you put on your hands but you can't get off, but it's on your lips instead. Disgusting. This does not have that, and it's clear and it's pretty. So good. The other lip product that moisturizes and hydrates, I feel like an ad, is the Icing Beauty Lip Oil. This stuff, whoo, heaven sent. I've never heard of Icing Beauty. They started sending me stuff in the mail. This is called Glaze #1 Lip Oil. It smells like Swedish fish, tastes like Swedish fish, don't eat it. But it's so good. It glides onto the lips. It hydrates a little bit, not as well as I would say the Shane Dawson lip balm. This lip oil, like, makes it so your lips have a barrier so the cold won't really get to them if you keep applying it, and maybe you eat a little bit. I know that's gross, but this is one of the best smelling. I might just like it for the smell and taste. What is this video? But this is so good. I love it. I'm addicted to it. I am halfway through it. I haven't even had it that long. I might need more. Another lip item I found might be a dupe. It's not a perfect exact dupe, but it's pretty darn close. This is the Colourpop Just a Tint Lip Crown. This one is in the color The Strand, and it's this perfect natural lippy balm. It's like a dupe to my favorite YSL VOLUPTÉ TINT-IN-BALM. This one, it's a little bit more warmer tone than the Colourpop, but they're a pretty close dupe match. This one's a little bit more pinky. This one has more hints of brown, but they're pretty darn close. They're the same consistency. They have the same amount of coverage and that good sheer little bit of color with the sheerness, and it makes your lips just look beautiful and healthy. If you want a really natural look, this is a fraction of the price and just as good as the YSL, my opinion. Speaking of dry, crusty lips, what about your skin? I am not a body oil person. I never used to be. I'm actually scared to put on different moisturizers, oils, scented fragrance, anything on my skin. But Dermalogica sent me this huge bottle of body oil, and it smells so good, and it looks like a bottle of pee, but it's not pee, I promise you. It smells wonderful. I started using this on just my hands to begin with, then I gradually put it up my arm and onto my skin. Hasn't broken me out. Smells like a forest in a good way, not like moss moldiness, but this is called the Phyto Replenish Body Oil. This is on my cuticles when I'm like right after I do my nails, and like acetone may dry out your nails. This would be good for that. On like your joints of like your knees and stuff, and with a massage, it's so good. It smells like bergamot, orange blossom, and fleur d'orange. Bergamot and orange. It smells wonderful, and I love the way it makes my skin feel. I've never been a body oil person, but I started using them after I've gotten fancy massages. Oh my gosh, this with massages, great, grand. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of makeup. I have to talk about the eyeshadow palette I've been loving. And I'm so surprised that I love it so much, even though I trust Shane's opinion on stuff. But this is the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collab, of course, on this eyeshadow palette. They have the big one and they have the mini controversy one. This baby, they're both so good. I was so surprised not only on the color payoff, but the way that they perform on the eyes. These are worth the money. I know they're a little pricey, but they're so worth it. They're so worth it. I love that there's a mixture of cool tones, warm tones, neutrals, and bold. I did a video with this and I was highly surprised. I love how sturdy it is. I love the packaging. It is so good. Let's talk about eyeshadows and a rest in peace death of this eyeshadow palette. It's so sad, but Colourpop came out with this Disney designer collections. Colourpop and Disney go so well together. They've been putting out great stuff. I worked with them on some of these collabs before. This Midnight Masquerade, oh my gosh, this is the perfect everyday neutral look. These are so good. This brown, I wish there was a matte black in here, but I'm not gonna be too picky. These colors are so great. I love using this one called Mama Odie as a highlighter. It's like this shift of golds and light greens in a highlighter, but so beautiful. Enchanted, all these colors are so good. I did a mistake on this though. I took this on the road with me when I was working at a wedding, and I was using it as my makeup palette for everyday makeup, and I accidentally sprayed setting spray instead of cleaner on this. So there's a film of setting spray on this, which makes the color payoff not as good anymore, and it's so sad, and I need to get myself another one because this palette is so good. It's worth it. That's when you know when you mess up a palette and you want to buy it again. It's worth it. It's so good, and Colourpop's affordable. Another lip product I've been really loving is, I was super surprised by, I did this makeup look with it. This is the Chloe Morello in collaboration with Pixi Beauty. It's their lip glaze in the color Sorbet. It has reflex of purple, pink, and blue in it. It's so sparkly, so pretty. If you're doing any snow icy queen looks this time of year, this would be amazing as a lip topper for that. And to take off my makeup, I've been obsessed with the Fourth Ray Beauty BFD Cleansing Oil. This stuff is even better than that Clinique Take the Day Off Balm, which was my holy grail favorite. I think I might even like this better, but do not travel with this because it gets everywhere. I learned that the hard way. So sad. So maybe get the Clinique the Take the Day Off Balm instead of this for traveling. But at home usage, this just melts away like all my makeup even better than any other makeup remover I've used. It's so good, and it doesn't leave like a film on your face, and it really erases everything. This, and then washing your face with and then a micellar water, you're done with taking your makeup off. So my nails are looking ratchet right now, and they're really Halloween-y, but I have black with orange flecks that look good with this eyeshadow, I would say. But it is my Halloween nail polish from Starrily nail polish. I hope I'm saying that brand right. I am wearing Vanta Black. It's the best black nail polish I've ever used. Just one coat looks great. And then I put Citrine, is this amazing big chunk glittery top coat on it. Starrily is one of my all-time favorite nail polish brands. They sent me these and I fell in love with their formulas. I've been obsessed with and wearing Cat Mom a lot. It is like the purple, blue, and pink shift glitter with hollow reflex in it. It's so pretty. I can't wait to try these ones. This one's an Aphrodite. It's a brighter purpley pink. It's like if Barbie was into purple instead of pink. And then there's this deeper purple, which is called, I can't pronounce that, but that's the name of it. All their colors are so pretty. They're such unique colors. They have a lot of holographic ones, a lot of sparkles, a lot of reflex. They even have magnetic nail polish. It's some of the best formulated nail polish I've used with the prettiest, most unique colors. I love getting colors of makeup and nail polishes that are unique. It's the only thing I do for myself. I take time out of my day to relax for myself is putting on nail polish. Some non-makeup favorites this month is this Facebook group called Weird Secondhand Finds. There's such great stuff on here. It's people that go through thrift stores and they may not buy everything that they find, but they definitely take a picture of it and put it in this group. There's been weird things on here, like weird outfits made out of grandma blankets, just the weirdest things you could ever think of that you didn't even know existed. They're like little hidden treasures. That's why it makes me want to go thrifting and miss thrifting a lot. So that is like one of my favorite pages on Facebook to visit. Another space on the interweb that I really love to visit is a podcast that I recently discovered. It's from the Up and Vanish people that created one of my favorite criminal case podcasts. But this one's called Radio Rental. They even do contests where you can win actual VHS tapes, and my old school classic VHS loving brain childhood self loves that idea. But what this is scary stories, and they're not just reading from Reddit. No shade on people that do that, and they're not just like retelling stories from their childhoods. These are stories from actual people that call in, and they read off their memory of their very own real life scary stories that they've lived through. There's been stories about people having creepy encounters with others and they find out that person is a famous serial killer. There's been stuff where there's doppelgangers, just crazy things. And just the way that they set up this podcast, it's so eerie with the background music, the guy that does the intros like you're going into a video rental store, just that experience when I was a kid going to a video rental store, and like the mystery of picking out different things that you don't know if it's out yet and stuff like that. They pick out a video rental and it's like putting in a VHS of a scary story that they're telling you. It's so good. Another podcast I've been obsessed with to make myself happy, I love listening to comedy podcasts. My favorite comedy podcast recently has been Jessica Kirson. She's hilarious. I've been following her for a very long time, like the past, I want to say 8 years or so. I've been watching her YouTube videos of her Yenta tales with her friend. She is so incredibly hilarious. Very dark sense of humor, but I love it. She also talks about something that is really close to my heart, which is mental health. And she makes famous comedians' stories in real life actually relatable. These famous people that you listen to and hear their comedy shows and go see them and everything, you get to hear their actual backstory because she knows so many people, and it really makes like LA scene of actors and comedians and stuff like that more relatable and see them as real people, because everybody has their own mess and pile of things that they're dealing with and going through, and this makes it a lot more relatable. It makes you feel like you're not alone in how people take their sad past or their messed up lives and stuff like that and turns it into something creative and positive. That's what I really love about this podcast. It's so incredibly good, and it's like you're listening to some friends' conversation. It's almost like you've known Jessica your whole life. So now that we've gone through our favorites, it's time to hit you with the not so hot, not great products. One that I have not been loving at all are these Makeup Forever colors that they came out with around Halloween. They are the matte pigments, and what you do is they give you these pigments and they're literally like the consistency of chalk, like chalk dust, and you put them on a palette with this mixing gloss that comes with it, and you're supposed to put this together, to mix it together to use for Halloween makeup looks, a bold fantasy eye, or like beauty makeup, like a little pop of color. But it's so sticky, and as you can see, it's patchy and it stinks so bad, and it's so patchy, and no matter where you put this on your eyelid it'll crease, where you put this on your face it comes out really sticky like honey and patchy. No matter what you do, I've tried with setting sprays and everything. It is one of the worst products I've seen from Makeup Forever, which sucks because they make my favorite, you know, makeup effects palette of like that, the Flash palette, and my all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorite foundations is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. They make great products, but that was really surprising to me. It stinks so bad. It smells like chemicals with old perfume. Not great. Another product that I've been not liking is surprisingly by Pixi Beauty. These are their endless shade sticks for your eyes. And this was a collaboration from head to toe, and as you can see, It's already coming out of the packaging when I received it. There's not a lot of product in there for what you get. They aren't that great because they're so like this oily consistency that they wouldn't wear well on the eye. It's just not great. I would rather get like a J-Cat chrome pot or something other than this. It's so just not my thing. I don't like it at all. I was super disappointed when I opened that and it fell to the ground. And I'm like, maybe I could save it, and I tried it on my eye and it was not good. Another thing for your eyes that is not good is Profusion's glitter liners. I was so excited because they're such beautiful pigmented looking liners, but literally it's just a clear eyeliner with chunks of craft glitter looking stuff in it. I don't know if it's craft glitter, but it sure does look like it. It's just not, it's not good. It doesn't dry well. It doesn't look that well on the eyes. Profusion doesn't really make that many great things that I've loved lately. If you love anything from Profusion, please tell me in the comments below, because I haven't found one thing from them that I really fall in love with. Another thing for the eyes that was super disappointing to me was the Hank & Henry Slick With It liner. This liner bends in such weird, bad ways. It dries up super quick. Like, it doesn't hold a lot of ink to it, and it goes into the fine lines too. And just the tip of it just bends all types of ways. It doesn't hold its shape, so it's really, really extremely hard to use. I could think I got this in a BoxyCharm and I was using it a lot, but it quickly like went out of shape so quick. It was so sad because I love their duo like eyeshadows, and Hank & Henry does make some great things. But again, maybe these products don't work for me, but they might work for you. Especially this thing. I've been trying to make this work. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Play. It smells like vanilla frosting, and I love the idea of having a neutral eyeshadow palette that's all matte with some highlighting and contour colors. I really liked this contour color because it's cool tone and light for my skin tone. These blend out terribly. They come out so thick, powdery, and chalky on my skin no matter how much I try to blend it with other powders that aren't this. Every which way, I've tried this for a solid month to make it work because it's such a pretty palette and I love Tarte's products, but this is such a bad quality contour bronzer in my opinion. It made me really sad because their Princess Park Avenue, I know, is one of their biggest sellers. And it smells great, but it looks pretty at the packaging. It just does not work for me, and it was so sad. It's going everywhere. The very last not so hot product that I actually heard about from my friend, because she had the same problem with this product, is the Becca Hydrating Mist and Set Refreshing Powder. Now this powder was super unique, and all of us makeup artists were super excited about it because what this is a powder that feels cool to the touch. It makes your skin feel refreshed and cool. It's mattifying, but when you put this under your eyes, it cakes up so bad. You'd think a powder for setting your face to give a cooling effect would feel so nice in the summer under your eyes, on the side to put your contour next to. This cakes up in your fine lines so bad. Do not use this as a setting on the under eyes. If you're gonna use it like on your forehead or other places. Just on the under eyes is not good. I wouldn't suggest this because any place like around here in your face where there's a lot of movement and creases, I wouldn't use this. So it's like, where am I gonna put this? It has to be just in specific certain spots on my face. I would not get this. So that's my monthly favorites of products I've been loving and not loving so much. Maybe they just didn't work out for me. Maybe they'll work out for you, but that's just my opinion. Leave a comment down below. Again, if you know any Profusion products, because I would love to try some that I actually like. Maybe some just products you love. I would love to hear your opinions. Subscribe for more videos, creators. I do beauty makeup videos and effects crazy character makeups. I'll see you every Monday and Friday on this channel, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Bye, creators. Mwah.